my Twitter feed never mention these feeding our children these, but in the mentions with rappers ain't worth a mention these getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black, then I can see the rap, then I believe in cap, then I agree with cap it, I believe in rap, I believe that I'm that.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. Yeah, that's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a how close we is. You cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything. You don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them. Oh, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm tryna drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently. Now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down. Tryna show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn. We don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they can tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking them off, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system on, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
we tryna sell. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send them home. Hail Mary, I send them long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on them. Gotta pull in their camera phones. H-time, throw the city up. I finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing at the Lamborghini. We just barely get started. Ay, catch a play, I'm like Megatron. You don't know nobody that can guard it. You don't know nobody.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell. What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game. I pray on lose. These chains on my neck keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems 'cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win 'cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold. I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow. They be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something. It's go time. Let's line it up. I've been ready to mop something the whole time. My stomach growling. I ain't gonna pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Falcons of Oakland taking on the Black Knights of Houston. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Come on, boys. Bring it home. We got this.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. He's to the 15. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach? The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Hurts throw complete here to Waddle. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ready. Squad ready.
Lance now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Right, 97. Ready.
They'll run with Hall. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Black Knights, nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, let's go.
But 1st down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. This defense for the Falcons, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter down. It's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
3rd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, yeah? We got more where that came from. Great.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Come on, set. Slide through. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. Flushed out right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Big play. Big play. Come on, it's about time. Stay on point, fellas. Here we go. Take it to him. Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
White. Red, yellow. Right here, one time.
Shotgun now for Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Lance now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Black Ultra. Drill green.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Black Knights, nothing. Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
That's how it's done.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Blaster, 6. Ready?
On first down, Lance. Touchdown, Falcons! From 21 yards away. And the Falcons have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 42-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
What are you doing?
Here's 2nd and 10. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Evans will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively.
Join the party with me and useful.
Maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Evans again. And he will take it.
Sent the party invite already.
Darrington Evans taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now they'll change things up. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll get it inside the 20. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10. It'll be Minshew again. This is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
On the ball.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Ready, play.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Again, a run with Evans. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Oh, a design run for their wideout. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try the left side with Evans. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been to bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
This could be worse, but I feel like, never mind. Watching this is the ride.
What are you doing? Were they even paying attention?
Let's go now. 10 cycles.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one obviously not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.